Okay, something I was thinking about is phone calls were expensive. So for those of us who grew up in the 1960s and 70s, phone calls were expensive. And so my mom had a lot of friends that she would talk to locally in the local town. And as we got older, we would hear about a little more and more about the expense of the phone bill and how it was going up in price. And I had an uncle who was brain injured at birth, and so he was a ward of the state, so they kept money limited from him. And so they relied on family members to give him phone cards and to, give him a few quarters here and there so that he could make phone calls to family members. And my mom wasn't fond of that because of the fact that she said he would abuse it. Then he would just call everybody because he wanted to talk to everybody. But I was thinking, well, at the same time, he was kind of lonely. Now, the thing I'm thinking about with my dad is I can't even think of my dad even calling me once as an adult. Only around the time that my mom died, but as myself as an adult, when I was married in either of my marriages, I just maybe there was a time around 2014 or 2015. My dad did call me up because of some videos I was making on YouTube, and I had never heard him cry so much in my life as he was crying at that point. He was telling me that there was something wrong with me, but he had watched this video, I believe, and it was something. I was up in the middle of the night, and I was just having a stressful situation because I was losing my revenue, but that was previous to what led up to my ex-husband hitting me. And so it's like when you place that stress on a woman, and be that anybody, maybe men handle stress better. Well, they just go and they commit Harry Kerry, where a woman kind of has a meltdown, doesn't know what she's supposed to do. But it doesn't, it's like, well, a depression is someone who just plain can't get a job or an income because we have a capitalistic dictator society. And, but I was just thinking about my dad, he, just under normal circumstances, he never called me ever. I can't even think of once that he called me. And my mom was the one always calling. Dad would barely write. She would have to get him to write.